Battle through the heavens, grand world. Chapter 213 The bidding for the leg bone. Xiao Yan looked at the beast bone in the box with a strange expression on his face. This thing could actually attract the Xiao's attention. Xiao Yan, buy that thing. Whether or not you can cultivate the white tiger arts of the four-spirit emperor technique depends on this. While Xiao Yan was slightly surprised, the Xiao's excited voice suddenly sounded in his mind. His tone was full of impatience. Xiao Yan heard this and slightly nodded his head. Through the connection between him and the Xiao, he softly said in his heart, "Does this beast bone have origin blood essence?" Of course. I can feel it even from such a far distance. Apart from the vigorous qi and blood inside, there is also an extremely strong fluctuation. It is obviously origin blood essence. No matter how much money you spend, you must buy it. The Xiao hurriedly said. Xiao Yan could even hear the urgency of the former. Upon hearing this, Xiao Yan was delighted in his heart. He looked at the beast bone with a few more traces of excitement in his eyes. The blood essence of the origin was the most fundamental existence in the body of a human or a beast, and it was mostly gathered near the heart. Who would have thought that even a leg bone would contain a trace of essence blood? Just like what the Xiao had said, Xiao Yan was cultivating the four-spirit emperor technique. With great help. All right, I'll buy it right away. Xiao Yan grinned. He realized that Jade Fairy's promise would be of great help to him at the moment. He did not have to worry about money when buying anything. This feeling was really satisfying. Not far away, Zhao Qingshan was also looking at the leg bones on the stage with great interest. Although there was a barrier on the field, his soul power couldn't be probed. But with his many years of experience, he could vaguely feel the leg bone. It was obviously not an ordinary thing, just as the old man had said. Its toughness could be used to make armor, and the qi and blood within it. It could be used to refine medicine pills, and even broken bones. It could also be tempered into a sharp killing weapon. This thing was simply a treasure. It wasn't just Zhao Qingshan. The experts in the other private rooms were also interested in this leg bone. After all, it was something from a high-grade heavenly beast. Its value was self-evident. Everyone, have you thought about it? The leg bone of this poisonous spirit explosive blood tiger. Anything on it is a good thing to us. Its importance is to stop shivering. The old man looked meaningfully at the restless crowd in the hall and laughed. He slowly extended 4 fingers and said word by word, "The starting price of the poisonous spirit raging blood tiger's leg bone is 4 million monarch crystals. Each increment must be no less than 200,000 monarch crystals." As soon as he finished speaking, many people in the ordinary seats fell silent. The starting price of 4 million had obviously exceeded the limits of many people. Although they wanted to compete for it, they were powerless to do so. In some of the private rooms on the high platform, those experts who were interested in buying could not help but become silent. The starting price of 4 million was the highest so far, and it also caused them to hesitate. Seeing that the scene had turned cold, Yin Jushuan looked around indifferently. There was no sadness or joy. He closed his eyes and did not say anything. This leg bone was discovered by the profound Yin sect in the depths of star-severing mountain range a long time ago. At that time, the poisonous spirit raging blood tiger had been dead for an unknown number of years, leaving only a skeleton behind. The other parts of the skeleton had lost its vitality due to the passage of time. Only this leg bone was still shining brightly. Yin Jushuan had also carefully examined it, but found nothing. In the end, he could only infer that there was a vigorous blood qi within. And the starting price of these 4 million was. It was also said in one breath by him. Since he couldn't figure out what was inside, he would sell it at a high price. With this price, even if there was really something good inside, it would be enough to offset it. Xiao Yan's expression didn't change at all when he heard this. In any case, someone was paying for it. To him, the price of this leg bone was no different from 40 million. He calmly sat on the chair and waited for the others to bid. He had decided on this item. Zhao Qingshan gently tapped the armrest with his finger and mused for a moment. After which, he made his bid without changing his expression. Although 4 million was a lot, to an alchemist who was renowned in the myriad spirit manner, 4 million was only the price of refining a few medicine pills. 4,400,000. A faint voice sounded from Zhao Qingshan's private room. When the servant girl beside him heard this, she immediately picked up the jade plate beside the private room. A number of 4,400,000 slowly appeared on it. Hearing someone bid, Yin Jushuan's closed eyes slowly opened. He looked at Zhao Qingshan's private room and pondered for a moment before laughing lightly. He muttered to himself, "It's Zhao Qingshan. I'm afraid this old man came here mainly because of a martial arts competition. He would actually participate in the auction as well." The elder beside him nodded his head. He said in a soft voice, "The Zhao family of Myriad Spirit City has always wanted to borrow the great Yin spirit arts of profound Yin Castle to have a look. This time, we will never let go of this opportunity." Yin Jushuan let out a cold laugh when he heard this. He looked into the distance and didn't say anything. With Zhao Qingshan taking the lead, some of the experts couldn't sit still any longer. They began to raise the price one after another. The imposing manner of throwing out thousands of monarch crystals made the eyes of everyone in the ordinary seats fill with envy. 5.2 million. Hearing the voice coming from a private room not far away, Zhao Qingshan frowned and thought for a while. He nodded slightly. The handsome young man behind him spoke again, 5.8 million. When he heard that the price had increased by another 600,000, Yin Jushuan had set a price of 6,400,000 and above. However, judging from the current situation, the number of people bidding had decreased significantly. Now, it was only the middle part. Almost everyone was thinking of leaving the money for the final auction item. The moment the price of 5.8 million was bid, the entire scene fell silent. The experts who were interested in the beast bone also stopped bidding. It was just the leg bone of a high-grade heavenly beast. Although it was very valuable, it didn't seem to be worth that much. It was close to 6 million monarch crystals. It could buy the complete body of a monarch emperor heavenly beast, or even a living middle-rank heavenly beast. The scene was noisy, and everyone was whispering to each other. Some of the experts in the private rooms gave up, while others were hesitating. They didn't know if they should continue to increase the price. After all, this thing wasn't their target. Zhao Qingshan took a deep breath. Although 5.8 million was a little too much, it was nothing to him. If he could extract the vigorous blood energy from it and add it into some medicine pills, it would be very beneficial for the young people of his clan to cultivate. 6 million. Suddenly, a clear voice was heard. It was shouted without any hesitation, causing Zhao Qingshan to frown slightly. Looking in the direction of the voice, Zhao Qingshan's expression couldn't help but change. Who was it? When Xiao Yan bought the Heaven's Top Fist, although Zhao Qingshan wanted to trick Xiao Yan, he wasn't sure if Xiao Yan was trying to trick him. It was just a high-grade monarch art. Although it was just a remnant scroll, Zhao Qingshan didn't put it in his heart. Now, this fellow had actually jumped out and opposed him. With a cold snort, Zhao Qingshan personally said, 6,200,000. 6,400,000. Xiao Yan's voice was crisp and clear. He shouted out almost at the same time as Zhao Qingshan's voice, without any hesitation. The old man couldn't help but be overjoyed when he heard the bid of the two men. In just a few seconds, the bid had been raised to 6.4 million. Yin Jushuan's target had actually been achieved. Damn it! Everyone was also attracted by the bidding of the two people. All of them were looking forward to it. They were waiting for Zhao Qingshan to bid again. The latter coldly snorted in the private room. After hesitating for a moment, he slowly opened his mouth and said, 7 million. He raised the price by another 600,000. Zhao Qingshan's hand in his sleeve shook slightly. Even he couldn't handle the 7 million. 8 million. Xiao Yan laughed lightly. Without hesitation, he called out the price. Hi guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.